Hey, how's it going? Today, you and I are going to be using a Ninja Creami to make some maple walnut ice cream. This is actually a flavor I haven't tried before, and I'm really excited to see how it turns out. So you ready? Let's get into this. Okay, for this recipe, I'm using some Kroger Carbmaster Milk, Geffen sugarless ice cream cones, some Dimetized ISO 100 vanilla whey protein, a little bit of monk fruit sweetener, some xanthan gum, chopped walnut pieces, a couple of large egg yolks, some maple extract, and a little bit of imitation butter. If you'd like to make this recipe, all the ingredients and measurements are down in the description of the video, along with the calorie count, the protein, the carbs, and the fat. Okay, for this recipe, since we're using raw eggs, these are going to need to get tempered. You can avoid heating these up if you're using pasteurized eggs. I'm just using regular ones, so we're going to have to do this. If you get pasteurized eggs, you don't have to worry about that, but heating this up will help all this stuff mix better anyway. So we're just going to take a small saucepan, drop in our egg yolks, and yes, I said yolks, not yolks. That is kind of a bad habit of mine. I grew up saying it that way and I can't seem to stop it, so sorry. Anyway, we're gonna whisk these a little bit until we get these to smooth out a little. You'll be able to tell because they're kind of sort of lighten their color up just a little bit. This process should only take about maybe 30-40 seconds or so, and when you get done, you'll be able to tell that they just look a little bit lighter and smoother, and obviously they're gonna be a little bit aerated, so now we're ready for our next part, which is we'll pour in our monk fruit sweetener, combine that with the egg yolk, or your egg yolk. See, I did it again. Once that smooths out a little bit, we're gonna add in our milk, our maple extract, our imitation butter, and we'll mix all that stuff up to combine it. All right, next we're gonna take our mix, put it on a burner. We're going to turn that on, and we're going to want to heat this on a medium-low heat. I'm using induction, so for me, I'm going to be putting this on level 3. Might be a little bit different for you though, so just use your own judgment. We are going to heat this to 165 degrees, and for this, you're probably going to want to use a thermometer like this. Digital thermometers work a lot better than analog ones, so if you can, get one of these guys. Now all we gotta do is stir this a little bit once in a while. Don't stir it like a crazy person like I did, otherwise you create a bunch of bubbles. Those will dissipate, but you know, why wait for them to dissipate if you don't make them in the first place, right? You'll notice I didn't talk about that xanthan gum yet. Xanthan gum is just like the name says, it is super gummy. And the more you agitate it, the more it's gonna thicken. So we're putting that in at the end to kind of minimize the effects of it. Chewing gum ice cream, not very good. Unless you're having bubblegum ice cream, in which case there might be something wrong with you. When our mix reaches about 110 degrees, like that, we can throw in our vanilla whey protein and we'll whisk that in really good. The reason I whisk this in with a little bit of heat on the mix is because it will dissolve a little bit easier if the milk isn't super cold. Okay, once we reach 165 degrees, we can turn off that heat and we're gonna let this cool back down to room temperature. Once this gets back down to room temperature, we'll take our xanthan gum, put that in there, give it a quick stir to combine it. Then we're going to take our creamy pint and we're going to fill this sucker up, just being sure we don't fill past the maximum fill line. Now this still has some bubbles in it right here, so that might take it over that, which is perfectly fine because those are just making it look like the level on this is a little bit higher than it actually is. Also, I wouldn't worry if you come in a tiny bit low like we did. You kind of want to be a little bit low because these walnuts are going to be a mix in at the end. Now, I could mix these in here right now, but we don't really want to do that because they're all going to end up in the same spot in the ice cream. If we do them as a mix in later on, it's going to be a lot more evenly distributed. So now that we have that in here, we're going to pop on our lid and we're going to stick this into our freezer for at least 24 hours. When you put it into your freezer, be sure that you're putting it on a nice level surface because you want this to freeze nice and level. If you freeze it on the slope and it ends up crooked, then you actually run the risk of hurting your Ninja Creami, so we don't want to do that. Hey, by the way, if this is your first time here and you want to learn some cool new recipes, get some great cooking tips and tricks and all sorts of other kitchen related things, then start now by subscribing to the channel and clicking the notification bell so you never miss a thing. Okay, I left this in here for 2 full days and my maple walnut looks ready, so what do you say we eat? Okay, our maple ice cream looking pretty good. So we'll take our creamy pitcher, throw in our ice cream, throw on the lid and lock it in. Put this into our Ninja Creami and lock it into that. And we're gonna have the option for soft serve or scoop. Since we're using a Ninja Creami Swirl, we are doing scoop, so we'll select that. And since our maple ice cream is sugarless, we're gonna use the light ice cream button. Okay, let's check this out. Take off this lid. That's looking pretty good. Now remember, this isn't quite done because we still have our walnuts. So we'll just throw those right on top, put our lid back on. We're gonna throw this back into the machine. And this time, we're just gonna hit the mix in button. And after the mix in, that looks great. Time to serve it up. Wow, that ice cream really came out great, and if I have to compare it to something, I would say it's a lot like a butter pecan ice cream. So if you like that, this is something you definitely want to try. If you'd like a little bit more information about the Ninja Creami Swirl that I used to make this recipe, I do have an Amazon affiliate link for it down in the description of the video. If you buy anything through those links, I do make a small commission, but it doesn't change the price that you pay, 1 cent. If you like this video, then I bet you're gonna wanna watch this video right here where I made that butter pecan ice cream. Kind of a no-brainer to check that one out. Well, that's it for now. I hope to see you back again here really soon. Until that time, I'm Joe and I hope you have a phenomenal day. Take it easy.